Heartland family, Pastor Ethan here with another Walk the Path video from Sunday's message. This week we talked about Matthew chapter 13, verses 24 through 43. We covered a lot of ground on Sunday, and we're talking about the parable of the weeds and the wheat, the mustard seed and the leaven, Jesus' interpretation of the weeds and the wheat, and all these things. But one of the things I wanted to point out is for a while we spent a while talking about Jewish hermeneutics. That is the way that a Jewish person interprets some of the Bible. They have these four levels: Peshat, Remez, Drash, and Sod. We talked about, why does Jesus speak in parables? He switches modes, kind of literary modes, and starts talking about the kingdom in terms of parables suddenly. And I think there's this shift, right, where the person who's going to find the kingdom is the person who seeks the kingdom. And for us as we walk the path, that's what it makes me think of is, are we truly seeking the kingdom? Are we seeking God? Or are we just expecting it to kind of be handed to us and for it to be easy, right? But are we really setting out? And when we read through the parables of Jesus, are we saying, oh, this is clearly what it means this, but we talked about remez means hint, right? And Jesus has 60 pounds of flour. Why would he say that? Well, there's a story in Genesis 18 where Sarah uses 60 pounds of flour. And so, as we think about this, maybe it's starting to read the scripture again, not just as like a checklist, but as what is God really saying? What is he saying to his audience? What is he saying to me? And how does he want me to step up and be a person of the kingdom and to be a child of the king, right? And I think that's the challenge as we walk the path this week is, are we truly seeking? The book of James says, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. And what's it like to take that step forward this week? To say, God, I'm going to take a step closer to you than I have in a long time. And I'm going to be a little more active and intentional about the way I spend time with you, about how I pray and how I read the scripture this week. With that, we love you guys. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you Sunday.